Today we will be teaching you how to build your very own computer at home. At the end of this tutorial, you will be able to build a computer from scratch on your very own. This will save you money on not having to include the cost of labor onto the computer of your dreams. And if you need an upgrade later in your computer's life, you could install that yourself. The first step on building your very own computer is picking the right case. This is a very important step to get right, because if you don't, some of the pieces may not fit onto the motherboard. Once you have the perfect case for your build, it's time to start putting the pieces together. The very first thing you are going to want to put in is the motherboard. This piece is the one that everything else connects to. You cannot continue to build a computer without this part. To install the motherboard, you must follow the instruction manual for your motherboard. Most motherboard screw holes should look like this if you have done it right.
Pro tip.
Lay the case on its side for easier installation and to reduce the risk for possible terminal problems to occur. Once the motherboard is set, the next part to fit is going to be the CPU. To put the CPU in, just take the shield up, put the CPU in the socket, making sure you match the triangle to the triangle, and then just close the CPU shield. That's it. The next part is going to be the cooler for the CPU. This is where the manual that comes with your CPU cooler will come in handy. Due to the differences in types of coolers, there is no way we can say specifics, but most coolers should go in like this after the backplate has been secured properly. Note: do not forget to put in the thermal paste. Thermal paste application should only be about a pea size on the middle of the CPU. The next piece is to place the graphics card in. This step is easy. All there is to do is to take out the back plates necessary to fit the graphics card. Then simply push the tab down and put the graphics card in. That's it. It's that simple. The RAM is identical. Pull both tabs out and push the RAM in the slot. Make sure the RAM is going in correctly. You will have to force the RAM in. If the pins line up, you will not break the RAM. If the pins do not line up, you do have the risk of breaking your RAM. The final steps of building a computer is to install the power unit and put in all the wires to the correct spots. This, again, can be accomplished by reading the manuals that are supplied with all the parts, and vary from part to part. But once you turn the computer on for the first time, and the screen turns on, you have successfully installed all the hardware. The software part of this tutorial will be available online in 2 weeks. So you have just built a computer on your very own, with no help at all. Now that you know how it's done, you can upgrade each part whenever you want without any expert installation.